Sup guys, today we're gonna be reacting to 5 reasons you should avoid ugly people by BRS.
Yes, this guy has a lot of crazy videos, but
Yeah,
it's
he's watched him before and he told me like this guy is apparently he's gay and but he also likes women and he dresses as a woman sometimes and sometimes he doesn't. So
yeah,
it's an interesting guy to react to. So that's what we're gonna do.
exactly.
All right, let's hop into the video.
Let's go.
Y'all this content, all right? My bread and butter. Why we should just avoid all ugly people. Reason number one, very simple. They're ugly. Why would you want to be around them? Why would you want to look at them? Why would you want to see them? Why would you torture yourself in such a way?
But what do you think? Should you avoid ugly people?
I don't know. We can't relate.
No, of course not.
We look like a bit too good.
Mm.
So even if this is something people do, they aren't gonna avoid us. You feel me? So
No, but I think like if you're ugly by choice,
yeah,
why the fuck would I want to be around you? You know?
yeah. Like I don't want to be around someone that doesn't take care of themselves and brings that type of energy.
Just try. You know?
You gotta be motivated and locked in to be around me and him.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Let's keep on
Tight shit.
watching.
At some point in your life, you're going to have to love yourself, okay? And a lot of people secretly don't want to love themselves. And to love yourself, you have to maintain healthy relationships. And how could you ever have a healthy relationship with someone who you think is ugly? You're going to look at them and you're going to start to get sad. The vibes are going to be so horrendous. You're going to wish you never woke up. There's a point in my life when I'd have so many bad days. I could never tell why. I could never put my finger on it. I'd wake up. I'd want to start crying. Sometimes I would cry. Now I'll just get up and go about my day. I never knew what was wrong until I realized it was my roommates at the time being ugly, okay? Being the two first people I saw at the day. Ew, no, you don't want it. After I discovered that, I changed my housing situation and...
So his roommates being ugly ruined his day.
The thing is, you are who you hang around, right?
Uh,
So you hang around ugly as people, you're probably gonna be the fifth ugly person.
Shit, that's
you
true.
know, exactly, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you're also probably gonna become uglier.
Exactly.
Hanging around them. So
Keep on watching.
things got so much better. You would not believe the changes in your life that will happen when you start to evaporate these ugly people, okay? Just pretend they don't even exist. You should not be sitting here entertaining aesthetic poverty, all right? There's nothing worth it. And some of you have to realize that when you see someone, it brings out something innately in you. Whether you're attracted to them, not attracted to them, whether they're attractive or not attractive, there is a reaction that happens. So when people are like, oh, it's on the inside what counts, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, ew, no, but a little bit, but not really. In an ideal world, people are good people on the inside, but only after they've already passed the attractiveness check. Like, it's great if someone's a good person, but if they're not attractive, how good of a person could they really be? And that kind of brings me to my next point. Ugly people are untrustworthy. Think about it.
no, okay. Honestly, he's taking it to the extreme. Like you can be a good person and still be ugly.
Yeah, most definitely.
It does mean that you don't take care of yourself and you probably don't have any goals in life most of the time. So in that way, you're bad to be around, but you can still be a good person, a kind person.
He's kind of right though, because the first interaction, you get to know the person after you've seen them. You know.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
the-
go
the-
up to an ugly person and start talking to them.
exactly.
So I don't have any ugly friends. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the first test when you see someone is how they look.
Mm.
That's the presentation.
Yeah.
And after, when you get to know them, that's the other part that also matters. But the first part is the looks,
Yeah.
always.
Looks maxing, guys.
So, yeah.
But they have to hide who they truly are. You know why? Because when you're ugly, they're more consequential. Is it that they want? Honestly, I have no idea, okay? Who knows what a uggo could want? Like, maybe they want the whole world to fall victim to their aesthetic poverty. I genuinely don't know, okay? But what I do know is they can't be trusted. I don't care who you think you know. You might be like, oh, I know so-and-so. They're ugly, but they're actually really nice. No.
This guy isn't even the best looking guy, but he's not ugly either, to be honest.
I think it's tall. Guess how tall he is?
How tall?
It's really tall. I don't know, but above like 6'4", I think.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
Yeah, but like, he says you can't trust an ugly person. I think
No, it's true.
that's not true.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
not true.
I was ugly as fuck back in the day, and we used to be good friends even then,
Yeah, I was ugly too. You know.
And so it doesn't, but yeah.
They're only doing that because they are ugly. We all hear those stories about how someone gets rich or like loses a bunch of weight and changes their personality, switch up on their friends and all that, blah, blah, blah. It's literally exactly that. Use your head. And reason number 3, okay? I don't know how spiritual you guys are, but someone being ugly, just objectively speaking, is a sign from the universe, God, whatever you believe in, that they're bad vibes and that we should stay away. What other reason would there be for them to be ugly? If you're in the ocean and you see a shark, you're
So if someone is born handicapped or like
Ugly.
just ugly, you know.
Yeah. They can't. They didn't choose.
Yeah, and everyone and this guy just looks at them and just like, no, they can't be trusted. They can't be trusted.
Yeah, but if someone is like fat and doesn't take care of their skin, their hygiene, that's stuff that can be fixed and prevented, you know.
Yeah.
But if they're naturally, biologically, their face is fucked, I don't think you should think like, oh, I can't trust them.
Yeah, you shouldn't judge them by that, you know.
Yeah. If someone looks like they have no goals, they don't work out, they don't take care of themselves, I think this is like 80% true. Honestly.
Yeah, I can agree to an extent.
Actually gonna want to swim away. You know why? Because sharks are scary. You're hardwired for sharks to scare you, okay? And you know what else is scary? Ugly people. That's why we have that nasty little like vomit-filled reaction when we see them. The universe is warning you, God is warning you, but you're ignoring all the signs because you think you should be nice to ugly people because you feel bad for them, which again, according to reason 2, shouldn't be trusted. There's no reason to feel bad for them. They are some of the most evil people on the planet. We are hardwired to avoid seeing things that we don't want to see. So you can't make an argument that we should be looking at ugly people at all. In an ideal world, in a perfect world, now granted, we still have to treat them like humans to an extent. But if we could like exile them, like if we could separate like maybe half the world, or I'm trying to think, do they outnumber us? Yeah, they might outnumber us. Like maybe just even give them like their own little place and like we can stay in like, I don't know, we're out.
Us. Okay, he's not ugly, but like,
he's
come
not
on,
ugly.
lower your ego, man.
I know what the nicest part of the world is. I'm American. They don't really teach us about other countries. But that is a great idea, right? But honestly, reason number 4 that you have to avoid ugly people is it's going to be a hard life for them. You might as well prepare them for it right now. Because them being ugly, a lot of people aren't going to want to be their friend, okay? Except like the weird little goofy nice people. So if you choose to be their friend, choose to engage with them, you're not preparing them for the real world and what they're actually going to deal with, okay? And it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks and their life is going to be ruined because they're not going to know how to react to it. Now, do they deserve that for being ugly? Maybe, okay? But if you actually care about these ugly people, you would stay far, far away, okay? Get them used to that isolation. And another thing, if you really care about them, this is number 5, by the way, you gotta understand, you can't be nice to ugly people. You mentally are naturally gonna be nicer to attractive people than you are to unattractive people. It's just science. There is no way in this world that you're gonna be nicer to an unattractive person than you are to an attractive person, even if you barely know that attractive person. You don't know why? Because attractive people are good vibes. You can just tell.
This is true, like, naturally, an attractive person, they get better treatment. You treat them better yourself.
Yeah.
Like if someone looks good, it's natural.
It makes sense. Yeah.
You don't do it on purpose, but it is natural.
It is what it is.
That's why, guys, try to look as good as you can. Go to the gym, eat clean, do cardio. Get your face lean. I'm kind of bloated right now. Him too. We usually look better if we are actually trying. But yeah, go to the gym, eat clean.
Skincare routine, all of that, and you'll be good.
Smoke some cigarettes.
Yeah, get them cheeks popping,
We've all seen someone so attractive where you're just like, man, I hope they have a great day. And we've all seen people so ugly where we're like, gosh, I hope whatever happens to them, like, hope they're struggling. We've all had those thoughts. You have to understand that, you have to embrace it, and you have to be very reasonable with how you move knowing that that's the case. So don't look at these ugly people, okay? Don't approach these ugly people for your sake and for theirs. And that's all for today. I couldn't really get into it the way I usually get into things because I'm not in my usual space, but that's going to be fixed next week. I've been doing a lot of traveling, visiting my hometown, which was fun. Promise you I'm going to get back on the
So the video is basically over.
Yeah.
So, do you agree or not?
I agree with the fact that you treat people that look good better in a better way, and uglier people slightly worse. Yeah. Naturally, we're humans. It's natural.
Do you think you should avoid all ugly people just because they are ugly?
No. What do you think?
You shouldn't judge a person based on their looks. You should get to know the person first, and then you can judge them from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the first presentation when you see someone, looks matters.
Yeah.
When you talk to them, looks is like 50%. But avoiding ugly people, come on, man, it's too brutal.
You do you though, and thank you guys for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one, okay?